She hijacked a police car while still in handcuffs. Numerous arrests happen every day in America, but how many of them result in the arrested escaping their restraint? In September 2017, officers from the Lufkin Police Department responded to a 911 call about a possible shoplifter at an Ulta beauty store in Texas. After shortly arriving at the scene, it was apparent that difficulty was going to occur. The officers chased down the suspect, 33-year-old Tasha Sponsler of Pollock, and cuffed her hands behind her back, restraining her on the hard ground outside the shoplifted Ulta beauty store. Once cuffed, they placed her in the back of a patrol vehicle with the extra security of a seatbelt around her. As the officers had just successfully chased Sponsler down and restrained her with handcuffs behind her back, they were under the impression that the chase had finally come to a stop. But little did they know, the real chase was about to begin. While the officers went through the woman's bags of allegedly stolen goods in the store's parking lot, a camera inside the patrol vehicle captured Sponsler removing her seatbelt, slipping out of the handcuffs and climbing through a window partition into the driver's seat. Before they could finish assessing Sponsler's stolen goods, the police vehicle she was previously locked up in was now being commandeered by the criminal herself.
What the hell?
Sponsler took off and led police on a 23-minute pursuit, nearly hitting authorities with the patrol vehicle and reaching speeds up to 100 mph. Numerous attempts of traffic stops and tire-popping techniques were used, but stopping the high-speed chase was starting to become difficult. Allegedly throughout the chase, officers could see the woman reaching for the shotgun that was mechanically locked to the car. Her intention for the weapon was unclear, but not one that is hard to imagine. The pursuit ultimately ended miles away in Zavala after a state trooper used a pursuit intervention technique maneuver that made Sponsler lose control of the patrol vehicle, sending the hijacked vehicle spinning at high speeds. Once the vehicle had come to a halt and officers arrived on the scene, authorities smashed the driver's seat window and were able to restrain her for a final time.
Cover, I got cover.
Sponsler waived medical treatment at the scene and was taken to the Angelina County Jail. She remained in the Angelina County Jail on an $18,000 bond, charged with 5 felony counts of escape with the threat of a deadly weapon, aggravated assault, unauthorized use of a vehicle, possession of a controlled substance, and evading arrest, according to jail records. This incident caused the Lufkin Police Department to assess an internal review of the car's securability in hopes to prevent an issue like this from ever occurring again. During the initial review, we determined that limiting the size of the partition window in its open position could prevent this from occurring in the future if the locking mechanism fails or is not engaged, Chief David Thomas said in a statement shortly after the incident. He stole a police car and crashed it in a fatal wreck. On June 20th, 2023, suspect driver, 31-year-old Anthony Alfonso Sanchez III, allegedly caused multiple crashes on Highway 50. Otero County deputies quickly showed up on the scene, with a call that was originally stated as "shots fired." While running from deputies, Sanchez allegedly caused multiple crashes on purpose and tried to run into other drivers head-on. Ultimately, the authorities were able to limit the route taken by Sanchez and were able to trap him in a pit maneuver.
TVI successful. Hands! Get your hands up! Hands up! Don't move! Don't move! Don't move! Don't move! You got him?
Exit the car! Hands up!
Got me? Out of the vehicle! Out of the vehicle! Out of the vehicle! What's going on? I got you.
Allowing officers to restrain Sanchez and place him in the back of a police vehicle.
Hey. Okay, sit. Put your feet in.
While officers were searching the suspect's vehicle and assessing the chase that had just occurred, Sanchez wiggled his arms, lowering his wrists behind his legs, down to his feet and beyond his toes. His handcuffed wrists wind up in front of his body. He then scrambles into the front seat of the vehicle and drives off.
Serial number, Adam, Tom, 1911742.
The suspect successfully hijacked the police vehicle he was previously locked in and was able to flee the police for a second time. It was unclear what Sanchez's intentions were while on his second high-speed chase. Was it to cause more damage? Or was he simply trying to flee from the authorities' grasp for a final time?
Notified Penn County. We need stop sticks out for this vehicle. It is a marked patrol unit. Lights are activated.
He's got about a half a tank.
Well, we got a half a tank of gas. Go ahead and have radio. Disable the radio, please. Disable the radio. It's car 723.
Can you get a hold of State Patrol and find out if this individual is armed, please?
He is not anymore. Well, they're my rifle.
The rifle is in the vehicle. Marked Charger. He's driving down the middle of the lane. Get stop sticks out. As many sets as you can get.
During the chase, police were able to deploy stop sticks on the road, which Sanchez happened to run over and pop his tires. Due to this, Sanchez lost control of his car and ran into another commercial vehicle that was parked on the highway near Las Animas. It is reported that the driver of the commercial vehicle escaped without injuries.
Where would you like me at?
We got a vehicle on fire.
Sanchez's car took multiple spins, resulting in an insane wreck, and shortly caught on fire.
We got any more fire extinguishers? Let's get them over here till we get fire.
Any bottles of water or anything that anybody's got in vehicles?
Some in here.
The authorities managed to retrieve Sanchez from the burning vehicle, and he was rushed to the hospital due to the injuries that he sustained from the burning patrol car. Ultimately, Sanchez did not survive the accident. Thank you for watching another Conviction YouTube video. If you have any stories you would like to see us cover, send us an email. Don't forget to stay safe.